51 years old, grew up in Kansas City, Missouri, grew up in abject poverty, Max. And in my talks, my presentations, I show a picture of the car that my family lived in for a year. And I joke and say, this is in our family, this is known as a 2-bed, no bath condo. And so I knew by the time I got to high school, I had to figure out a way to break out. And to that point, there hadn't really been anyone in my family ever break out of poverty, let alone getting to paycheck. Paycheck to paycheck was considered wealthy. When I started telling my friends I was going to go to college, I said, "Oh, college boy." My nickname was College Boy because it was so foreign to the people that were around me. But I will tell you, I did think I played 5 sports in high school. I believed that I was going to play professional baseball, so I might not even need to go to college. I did not get drafted. I tried out for every major league baseball team. But I played 5 sports in high school. I was pretty good at some sports, but you got free clothes if you played sports. So every day of the week, I would have a different outfit on that came from that sports. I went to 9 schools in 12 years, by the way. So I was always going to a new school. And the way that I would meet new people or feel like I fit in as a kid was through sports. So it was kind of how I leveled up, if you will, psychologically, because deep inside was that insecure little 7-year-old boy that's never going to be good enough, never going to be rich enough, never going to be whatever. So I played 5 sports, and I always thought, like most kids in my neighborhood, that sports was the only way. There's 2 ways out of my neighborhood: drugs or sports. I'll hit on
Yeah.
this because now that I have a 20-year-old who's a junior at Florida Atlantic, and in our household, we don't believe in debt. We don't believe in borrowing money. So I typically, if I'm counseling someone, it's go to the college that you can pay cash for. It's get the degree that gets you into the real world the fastest. So I didn't grow up with a lot of media around me and a lot of those things. So I don't, number one, I would say be careful that we don't judge ourselves too harshly and we don't compare ourselves to others too much. What I try and do is get my clients and friends and family to focus on what is it that you want out of life, because I can also tell you that more money doesn't make you happier after a certain point. You know, your there's a direct correlation between happiness and your expectations. So the old saying, which is kind of a funny joke, is the key to a happy life is low expectations. It's it's actually kind of true, but it's a joke.